Hi, today we'll learn how to solve systems of linear equations by substitution in real-life application. If I have this question, A's car rental rents cars for X dollars per day plus Y dollars for each mile driven. Carlos rented a car for 4 days, drove it 160 miles and spent $120. Vanessa rented a car for 1 day, drove it 200 miles and spent $80. Write equation to represent Carlos's expenses and Vanessa's expenses, then solve the system and tell what each number represents. I will start by writing the equations here. A's car rents cars for X dollars, okay, per day. So X is rated dollars per day, plus Y dollars for each mile, and are the dollars for each mile driven. Now I will start writing the equations by first writing for Carlos. He drove the car for 4 days, which will become as 4x. Okay, 4 days, and he drove it for 160 miles, so plus 160y. And he spent $120, so equal to 120. Then Vanessa rented a car for 1 day, will be X. Drove it 200 miles, which will be plus 240y. And she spent $80, so equal to 80. Write equations. I already wrote the equations to represent Carlos' expenses and Vanessa's expenses. Then solve the system and tell what each number represents. Now, if I need to solve this one now, I need to solve by substitution. So there are many ways, but I will choose to solve by substitution. So I will isolate from this equation, I will isolate X. So I will bring the 240 to the other side. It will become negative 240y plus 80. Now I have this value for X. I will replace it in the first equation. So I will put 4 as it is. I will open a bracket, put the value of X, which is negative 240y plus 80 plus 160y equal 120. Now I need to make distributive property. I will multiply now 4 times negative 240. It will give me negative 4 times 240 will give me 960y. Then 4 times 80 will give me 320 plus 160y equal 120. Now I have to combine the like terms. I will add the y with the y, and the number I will take it to the other side. I will complete here. Now negative 960 plus 160, I will subtract them together. It will give me negative 800y. And I will take the 320 there, it will become negative. So 120 minus 320. So negative 800y equal 120 minus 320, it will give me negative 200. Now I have to divide both sides by negative 800. So y equal, this will become positive, the zeros will go, which will give me 2 over 8. I will simplify, it will become 1 over 4, which is 0.25. 0.25, this is the y, and we said from the beginning the y is related to the number of the dollars for each mile driven. So we have y, which is equal $0.25 for each mile driven. So here I will write the unit, $0.25 for each mile driven. Then I have to find the x. To find the x, I have to replace it here in this equation. So I will say x equal, I will replace the x negative 240 times the y, which is 1 over 4 plus 80, so equal to negative. Now negative 240 times 1 over 4, I can multiply them together over 1 even. Then I have to multiply them. It will give me negative 60 plus 80, which will give me 20. 20 what? We said from the beginning that x is related to what? The x are the number of dollars per day. So here it gives me $20 per day. This is just the answer. So now I found x and I found y, so I can say this is the answer for x and for y. Thank you.